It is another beautiful day out here. What is up? Yeah. All right. Yeah. What's up? Yeah, it's pretty pretty cold out there. It's actually starting to snow now. For a very long time it wasn't, but yeah, here we are finally. Man, there's been, as usual, a lot of shit going on. I suppose we'll get into it, right? Yeah, hopefully everyone here is doing fine, doing well. Yeah, there's quite a bit to talk about. I'm gonna have to start pulling stuff up. I kind of started early here. Let's see. Oh, it might be on YouTube, sorry. Yeah, anyway, hopefully everyone here is doing well on this Saturday morning. I sure am. Interesting. It's not pulling up. Oh, this is it. Okay. I'll have this on the back burner for a sec. Oh, there is something we can look at really quickly. Now, I didn't watch this myself, but I happened upon this thing. Here, I'll show you. Windowed. Activate that. Okay, cool. Okay, I guess I should preempt this with a little bit. So, basically, Elon Musk has been going, as the kids call, sicko mode on a bunch of journalists by banning them or having their accounts suspended or what have you, on the basis primarily of them either criticizing or providing narratives that serve to disinterest Musk or Twitter itself. They've also been Twitter has been taking down like Mastodon links, claiming that they are like spam or some shit. I don't really know. To be fair, I don't really know what Mastodon is. I'm assuming it's a competitor to Twitter because many people have been claiming to move over to that site, which is what it is, right? However, with the journalists, many of whom were suspended, and a lot of which seems to be predicated on their reporting on Twitter and censorship or whatever. And so there was this Twitter Spaces chat that Elon jumped in on with a lot of people apparently, but like many of whom that participated were journalists. And I'm interested to hear what he has to say.
Handful of journalists being banned.
Well, as I'm sure everyone who's been
This is
doxed
Elon speaking right now.
would agree, showing real-time information about somebody's location is inappropriate, and I think everyone on this.
1 second. Go.
Would not like that to be known to them. And there is not going to be any distinction in the future between journalists, so-called journalists, and regular people. Everyone's going to be treated the same. You're not special because you're a journalist. You're a Twitter. You're a citizen. So no special treatment. You dox, you get suspended. End of story. So and ban evasion, or trying to be clever about it, like, oh, I posted a link to the real-time information, is obviously that is obviously simply trying to evade the meaning. There's no different than actually showing real-time information.
Keep in mind that the only reason why he's concerned about this now with the doxing shit is because people were doxing or providing information about his whereabouts on his private jet. And that's, I think, what sparked all this, like, shutting down shit or whatever on Twitter. But again, keep in mind that the only reason why he's concerned about it now is because people have been doxing his information. And because when you look at it, like Libs of TikTok, for example, they dox all the time, but they have yet to have been suspended. Or I even think that they were unsuspended, because didn't they used to be suspended, but now they got unsuspended under Elon. Anyway, he also mentioned, like, it's free speech or something, so it's fine to dox people. I don't know, but either way, the main component from what I can gather as to why he's concerned about this now is because people are doxing his jet, whereabouts.
So when you're saying posting a link to it, I mean, some of the people like Drew and Ryan Mack from the New York Times who were banned were they were reporting on it in the course of sort of pretty normal journalistic endeavors. You consider that like a tricky attempt at ban evasion?
You show the link to the real-time information, ban evasion, obviously.
Drew, I don't think you were posting the real-time information, right?
I mean, you're suggesting that we're sharing your address, which is not true. And you're suggesting that we're posting. We never. I never posted your address.
You posted a link to the address.
We posted a link. In the course of reporting about Elon Jet, we posted links to Elon Jet, which are now not online and now banned on Twitter. And Twitter also, of course, marks even the Instagram and Mastodon accounts of Elon Jet as harmful. Using, we have to acknowledge, using the same exact link blocking technique that you have criticized as part of the Hunter Biden New York Post story in 2020. So what is different here and there?
No more acceptable for me. It's no more acceptable for me, for you, than it is for me. Same thing. So anyway.
So it's unacceptable what you're doing?
No. What you dox, you get suspended. End of story.
If that were the case, then Libs of TikTok would have been still suspended and would now be suspended at this point in time, because recently they had doxed the location of a librarian or something. I'll get to that. Maybe I'll get to that later. But basically, they are continuing. Libs of TikTok is continuing to dox people in the trans community or those who are adjacent to that community, continuing to do this. But they are not been suspended or account banned or whatever.
That's it.
Elon, I have to ask, I mean, I think what everyone's wondering is it's highly unusual for journalists at the Washington Post and the New York Times to have their Twitter accounts suspended. And it just so happens that it's, the boss in charge, so, what's the deal there? Oh, I think Elon has left. I guess
that's
we'll
unfortunate
never know
because
the answer.
Yeah, I mean,
guess what the difference is there.
Man,
not
I
trying
had
to.
so many. I was raring to go, guys.
I know, I was too.
I was going to order a Cybertruck.
I just want to say, sorry, I don't want to browbeat him. And this is reporting, right? There is value to reporting where people go. Most of what Elon Jet shared was him going to the factory in California or the factory in Texas.
Yeah, so again, this comes down to the whole, the double standard placed upon journalists when they report on certain people, but with others, it's that rule isn't necessarily consistent. Wow. Okay. I mean, I'm not surprised he left. He's kind of like a fragile human. Can't answer tough questions. So, why is that not working? This is weird. Hold on. Okay. There's a little bit of delay there. Yeah, so that's that. Was there something else actually? I swear to God, there's some. He's been off the rails a little bit here recently. He's been banning a ton of journalists. Oh, and he also, okay, so I don't want to dwell too much on Elon Musk specifically for today, but he also had posted a poll on Twitter to solicit, the user's opinion on whether or not he should unsuspend these accounts. And this is so funny, dude. Okay. I don't know why that's okay. He had posted this, right? Okay. All right. The people have spoken. Accounts who dox my location will have their suspension lifted. Yeah. He had posted a poll, and most of the people, the majority, had said yes, unsuspend those accounts. However, initially the poll was this, where he said he gave all these options, right? There's 4 options. The plurality, not the majority, had voted now. And he followed it up about 37 minutes later saying, sorry, too many options, we'll redo the poll. It's like, look how many people voted too, 535,000. That's a lot of people. After 40 minutes, it's like, it makes you wonder, man, He's just, like, translation, I did not get the results I wanted, therefore I will redo the poll. And then it didn't even end up working his way anyway, because he said or claimed to be having unsuspended these accounts. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, I don't want to get too tied up on that. Okay, we got some politics to talk about. Okay. This is going to be quite the segment. Okay. So, Fox News has recently brought on this individual who has detransitioned, okay, who had decided to detransition. And there is this growing trend among conservatives, or people who are politically aligned with, conservative ideology, that are claiming to detransition, okay, and are speaking out against the horrors of the transgender medical, apparatus or whatever. I don't know. And now, I would like to highlight here really quickly that not all detransitioners are doing so to serve the interests of right-wingers. Many of whom that do detransition sincerely are doing so for the sake of getting around social pressure, because a lot of whom are stigmatized or receive discrimination, and this unfortunately pushes them into the detransition process. So this is the main reason why people detransition. But notwithstanding this, there are a small minority of people who do detransition, but are doing so based upon serving the interests of conservatives. And unfortunately, that small minority of people are the ones being the loudest, or receiving the most coverage in mainstream media, and are especially being echoed by conservatives. So we're going to take a look at this story right here of this detransitioner. Her name is Kat Kattinson, a molecular biologist. So we will take a look here and see how this turns out.
The New York Times reporting that in 2015, 4 prominent American gender clinics were awarded $7 million to examine the effects of blockers and hormone treatment on transgender youth. 7 years in, they've yet to report key outcomes of their work, but say their findings are coming soon. Now, even more scandalous, the involvement...
So I wouldn't say that... Whoa, what the fuck? I don't know why it's doing that. So that one, I would argue that's not scandalous, because like there's already research, a lot of research in fact, out there of people who, you know, have examined the side effects of puberty blockers and have determined that it is a safe and effective method of treating gender dysphoria. So I mean, like, I wouldn't say that this is like scandalous. You know, there's already data out there. Damn, I hate
the American Academy of Pediatrics. Just to give you a sense of why they're one of the most dangerous health advocacy groups in the country, they're quoted throughout this entire...
So you can already see how this is going, and this is always the case with mainstream media. They always poison the well, and especially conservatives, because conservatives are mostly, their ideology is mostly against progressive ideology. That's basically what they stand for, especially Fox News. So we already see right now they're already poisoning the well with this framing.
Entire article as fully on board with the treatments being administered to minors, while their official guidance on tattoos is that children under 18 don't have agency to make a sound decision. That's...
Wait, I'm sorry. Are we really comparing the administration of puberty blockers and gender affirming care to getting tattoos? What? There might be a difference there, buddy. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but I think there might be a difference between people who receive puberty blockers and people who get tattoos. I think that those are like different things, if I were to guess.
It's remarkable. Joining me now is detransitioned woman and molecular biologist Kat Kattinson. Kat, it's good to see you again. I want to get your sense about the safety of puberty blockers, given your own experience, and then I wonder why you think it has taken so long for the media even to question this.
What?
Sure. Thanks for having me again, Laura. So puberty blockers have been used for other conditions before gender dysphoria, but there have never been any clinical trials or controlled studies on their use in children with gender dysphoria.
Bullshit. That is the opposite of what we call reality. There have been controlled studies, and there have been longitudinal studies, in fact, conducted on the efficacy of puberty blockers. I mean, this has been studied, and this has been used as a treatment for children who have experienced precocious period as early as the 1980s. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than that this is blatant lying. And if you don't want to claim that she's purposely being deceitful, which I'm not necessarily going to rule out, then at the very least you can say it's irresponsible, because she's espousing things that are the exact opposite of like what's true.
And given that they're administered later in this cohort, there are some risks, such as there's some increased risks, such as osteoporosis, stunted brain development, and infertility as well. And
so all of those things are false. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what to say. Like, it's not true. Stunted brain development hasn't been correlative, or hasn't been established to be correlative with the administration of puberty blockers. And I know that was a common talking point or whatever, that, after receiving puberty blockers, their, brain development didn't receive the, by virtue of having their puberty stunted, their brain didn't develop and they became like less intelligent or something. This is yet to be proven. If there's even anything to find there. And she also mentioned osteoporosis. This is also kind of misleading here because like what is it? GNBR, I think, analogs, or let's just say puberty blockers, aren't administered long enough for the onset of bone density problems to become a long-term issue. These are things that are at some point taken off of the child, and the child then receives the appropriate hormones that their psychologists and their parents and all the parties involved here believe apropos. So all these things are literally not true, and what we're witnessing here is just like blatant lying.
So personally, I identified as trans starting at age 13, but thankfully I did not transition until I was an adult because I was not affirmed by my pediatrician. I was not affirmed by my parents. But if I had been, then the side effects after detransitioning probably would have been a lot worse. I could be infertile. I could have had a hysterectomy, mastectomy.
This is also not true. Hysterectomies are not performed on questioning trans men. Like if you're assigned female at birth and you are questioning your gender, you are almost never going to be under the I don't even think you're allowed to conduct hysterectomies on children under the age of 18. Is that even allowed? I know there are some very edge cases where they do chest surgery, but hysterectomies, they don't perform those on children because GRS is largely restricted to people under the age of 18 in the United States.
I'm grateful I was not affirmed because it ended up in me preserving my health and fertility.
So notice the framing here. Typically, people in the trans community cite the lack of affirmation of their gender as a reason for why they are, experiencing depression, anxiety, so on and so forth. But the reframing here is that actually it's good that I wasn't affirmed because I avoided these long-term, spooky, scary medical procedures that would have made me infertile down the line. This is all all predicated on the idea that GRS is something that is being taken place on children in the United States, which is largely untrue. I don't even think it's true at all. There might be some edge cases, but broadly speaking, overwhelmingly, that is not the case. But again, notice the reframing here is well, you know what? It is good that I don't get affirmed because it saved my life. And that's kind of the implication here.
Now, Kat, what happened? Didn't you call Planned Parenthood to inquire about next steps? What happened?
Yes, so Planned Parenthood is one of the organizations in the U.S. that supplies gender-affirming care, and they do telehealth, so it's possible to be prescribed over the phone, which is what happened with me. They also say on their website that they will prescribe on the first appointment without a letter from a mental health care provider.
I do not believe that. I guess I have to do some double checking to make sure, but I highly doubt that you can just walk in and say, oh, can I have estrogen? I really, really doubt that that's the case. Usually you need to have a referral from a therapist or a gender therapist or something like that. There's no shot, dude.
So I had about a 30-minute phone conversation with a doctor, and I was prescribed that day. I picked up my prescription that day.
And this is inconsistent with I know that this is just appealing to anecdotal evidence, I will admit this, but based upon all the trans people I've, talked to, it seems like it's pretty damn difficult to get prescribed hormones. Obviously, it's exponentially more difficult when you're a minor, but, dude, it is, like, pulling teeth for some people, Like, I don't know, like, for this woman to have been prescribed day one, like, within 30 minutes is pretty remarkable.
So it's very easy to get these hormones these days, and I've even heard from underage transitioners that they were immediately affirmed. It was extremely easy for them to receive care as well.
Well, the NHS in Britain has blocked this kind of treatment for young people. What do you think's taken so long here? Because there's a lot of money being made off this, a lot of money.
So this is another talking point among conservatives. So another talking point that they utilize is that the gender affirming care industry is raking in a lot of money at the behest of the trans advocacy groups, and they touch upon big pharma and things of this nature, but what doesn't get mentioned is the fact that every business under capitalism is motivated or incentivized to make a profit. This is not unique to healthcare. Healthcare is as much for profit as the food industry. It's unfortunate that that's the case, but that is the case. This appeal to like conspiracism on the basis of the trans advocacy or whatever is it's kind of weird when considering the role capitalism plays with these for-profit industries, including the healthcare industry.
Absolutely. I think there's some invested interest from plastic surgeons. They make a ton of money from the surgical procedures. And then, of course, the pharmaceutical companies are funding research into gender-affirming care. For instance, Jack Turbin, who's one...
Dude, and by the way, have you noticed that anytime detransitioners happen to talk about their experience, they're never actually talking about their experience. They're just they're just rehearsing the talking points that like conservatives happen to align with, Like, do you notice that? Like with this individual here, like you would imagine that we would be discussing more her personal experience with having detransitioned, right? Instead, what seems to be the focus here is these like appeals to big pharma, appeals to like rehearsing these like main big talking points that conservatives also rehearse. It's just weird,
One of the most prominent researchers into gender affirming care. He's being funded by Arbor Pharmaceuticals. They are manufacturers of triptorelin, which is one of the common puberty blockers that's prescribed.
Okay.
Oh my God, Kat, this story gets more twisted every time we talk to you about it, and you're providing invaluable insight. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. We're going to stay on this.
Damn, okay, that was it? So, nothing was really discussed in terms of her personal shit. She did touch upon it a little bit, but, like, heck, it's just weird that, like, all detransitioners that... It just seems like most detransitioners get signal boosted by, like, the most conservative people and influencers, and they also happen to have a ton of like media training, and they happen to align with conservative talking points, and they happen to follow all the conservatives on Twitter. Like this is what I mean. That's like the biggest fucking psyop. In fact, let me go ahead. So her name was what? Kat Catterson? Well, is she on Twitter? All right, let's see. I will bet my left nut that this woman is oh shit, what was her name? Kat Inson. Follows like all the conservatives, or is like, okay, is it this woman? All right, hold on. Let's look. Let's take a look, guys. We're doing our research. This is kind of what I do for a living, like my job. Not as like a YouTuber or a streamer, but okay. We're doing our research, guys. All right, let's do our homework. This is the person we just talked about. Okay, ready? Cool. Boom. Let's see who they're following. Let's just take a gander here. GenSpec. What is this? Let's take a look at that. International Alliance of Professionals, Parent Groups. Do they have a website? Okay, they have a lot here. Okay. I just want to get a vibe check here. Are we which flavor of conservative are we? Are we transgendered trend? This is a little problematic. The research of puberty blockers, gender affirming hormones that have been undertaken by to untangle the relatively. This is problematic a little bit here. A peer review letter highlights the problems of prescribing puberty blockers. So another anti-puberty blocker thing. They seem to focus a lot on detransitioners, gender affirming care models built on sand. Oh, damn. Uh-oh. So this obviously seems to focus more on detransitioners, which is like fine as long as they're coupling that discussion with the role that bigotry plays into the detransitioners' experience. Oh, damn. No way, dude. They retweeted this shit. Okay, so this is just like a full-on turf shit. Okay, so this is like full-on turf. Irreversible damage. This right here is crazy fucking transphobic as you can get with a book. Gender critical. Yeah, dude, this is some turfy shit. Yeah. Okay, so she's following this person. Okay, keep that in mind. She's following that. Is there anybody that comes to mind here? I feel like she's gonna be following a ton of people. Mass against groomers. Let's kids because. So keep in mind also that the fact that this person, Kat Katinson, is following these people implies that she is serving the interest of conservatives. But the framing around this as a detransitioner is to make it seem like she went through this experience herself, and that she was immediately put on puberty or immediately put on hormones, was immediately affirmed, and was whatever, right? It's kind of an attempt at providing like validity or reliability to the accounts of this person that they just had on Fox News, you know? What is this? I've never been fully functional channels again. I can never have blood children. I am the antithesis of impulsive. What the fuck am I reading? What sub is this? I guarantee that this is from like a R-D-trans or something. That's really weird. This is really weird, guys. And this is who this person who we just saw on Fox News is following. Mass against groomers. Uh-oh. Modern day debate. Cool. Independent Women's Forum. Is this like a turf shit? I feel like it will be. I don't know if there's a way of telling from the website itself. I just need to see what kind of shit they talk about. We need an American girl who doesn't try to indoctrinate our youth. Grotesque gender ideology. Okay, so this is just another like transphobic account. So I've looked at 3 accounts, 3 of which are either turfy or transphobic or both. This is who this person is following. Oh, look at that, turf and surf. There you go. I mean, I don't have to investigate too much further there. Arizona Woman of Action. AZ woke schools. Okay. Okay. Is there like... This couldn't be more on the nose, honestly. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're dealing with, yeah. Yep. Unsurprising here. Now, let's take a look at her actual, like, what is she posting? I had to be convinced to take puberty blockers. I posted this in 2014 when I fully and deeply thought I was trans, and even when I thought my doctor was bonkers. I ended up stopping after 3 months because it wasn't worth the hot flashes. My doctor thinks it's a great idea to put a trans kid who's already gone through puberty on Lupron because... Oh, this person is uninformed about the science behind... Okay. Okay. Wait, no kid is trans? This is a... Oh boy, that's a hot take there. Trans is the act of altering your body. It's not an act. To approximate the appearance of the other sex. Okay. It is an action. It's again, trans is not a verb. Usually refers to a group of people. To tell kids they might need wrong sex hormones. Wrong sex? Who are you to qualify what is and isn't wrong sex hormones? And surgery. To be themselves is indoctrinate. That's not what indoctrination means. At best, in child abuse at work, it's neither indoctrination nor child abuse. Wow, damn. Okay. So this is a person who just on the segment we just watched, who is an obvious psyop here? Oh, shit. Wait, I know that guy. Oh, wait, he watched this too? No way.
My pause. This person's face is terrifying. I have no idea why their eyes are so big. I don't know why this is happening to me.
And given there's some increased risk, such as osteo.
Oh, dude. Okay, that would be interesting. And by the way, I sincerely didn't know that like he already covered that. That's really funny though. Is this person like an obvious? Like I feel like this is like obviously a psyop. This expert is on touch reality. I've never heard of a case of anyone detransitioning, so I honestly don't think it's a real thing. That's a really bad response, I will admit. There are detransitions out there, but they detransition on mostly, not always, but mostly on the basis of bigotry. Wait, what's this? He's a singer? I'm afraid of getting caught. Ah, stop it. Look at this fucking phrase. I cannot stress this enough. Do not comply with pronoun exchange rituals. Okay. I think it's safe to say that this person's a psyop. I'm not kidding, by the way. I think that this person was received media training, had aligned with TERFs and conservatives to grift off of the detransition discourse, I guess, and to try and put out use their status as someone who has been formerly a trans person to elevate their perspective on the medical and scientific community regarding trans people and trans youth. Yeah. Sex stereotypes make me angry, and I forget some people aren't aware of them at all. They take it for granted all women are a certain way. I feel uncomfortable when someone assumes my personality based on my sex. Oh, okay. We need to popularize the term sex-denying hormone use and sex-denying plastic surgery instead of gender-affirming care. Yeah, so I would say that this person is transphobic. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious. Because look, dude, what are the odds that every detransitioner whose voice is elevated by conservatives, and that person is also happens to have great media training? I mean, how many followers does this person have anyway? 13,000. Okay, whatever. Look at this fucking adult human female. Okay. Also, you can't make this shit up. Molecular biologist. Yeah, honestly, this is deplorable and does a disservice to people who genuinely detransition for like sincerity, because a detransitioner would probably not want to. I don't know. Like, I feel like most of them, and I have seen evidence, measuring this, that most detransitioners do so again on the basis of bigotry and social pressure. To detransition and then turn around and go like, the big pharma is like pushing these hormones onto our children. Like, it's really draws some suspicion around how like sincere you are with your detransition story, and whether or not you care about the welfare of people. Like, it's really weird. But I think that this story kind of highlights the extent to which conservatives are willing to go to keep on pushing out that that transgender or that transphobic rather talking points. Oh god. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty fucked up. That's really funny though. I honestly I didn't know that a big streamer covered this. The only reason why I knew about it is because I opened my Google, or I opened like Chrome or whatever, and I saw like a story at like the front page. Let's see. Yeah, all right. All right, cool. What else was on the docket today? Am I missing something? Oh yeah. Texas is cataloging a bunch of trans people for the genocide. Yeah, let me grab that real quick. You can't make this shit up, man. Okay. Yeah, you genuinely cannot make this up. Okay. Texas Attorney General's office sought state data on transgender Texans. The behind-the-scenes effort by Ken Paxton's office to obtain data on how many Texans has changed their gender on their license came as he and other Republican leaders in the state have been publicly marshaling resources against transgender Texans. That's right, y'all. We have state officials here soliciting the driver license information on people who's changed their gender on their licenses and compiling that into a registry. The state is doing this. Employees at the Texas Department of Public Safety in June received a sweeping request from Republican Attorney General Ken Paxton's office to compile a list of individuals who had changed their gender on their Texas driver's license and other department records during the past few years. So I guess it's not just driver licenses, it's also other records. That's concerning. Need a total number of changes from male to female and female to male for the last 24 months, broken down by month. The chief of the DPS Driver License Division emailed colleagues in the department on June 30th. We won't need DLID numbers at first, but we may need to have them later if we are required to manually look up documents. So, okay. After more than 16,000 such instances were identified, DPS officials determined that a manual search would be needed to determine the reason for the changes. DPS spokesperson, okay. A verbal request was received, he wrote in an email. Ultimately, our team advised the AG's office the data requested neither exists nor could be accurately produced. Thus, no data of any kind was provided. Asked who in Paxton's office had requested the records, he replied, I cannot say. Well, yeah, because if you snitch, you get stitches, right? The behind-the-scenes effort by Paxton's office to obtain data on how many Texans had changed their gender on their license came as the Attorney General, Greg Abbott, and other Republican leaders in the state have been publicly marshaling... Abbott signed a bill last year banning transgender youth from participating in school sports that align with their gender identity at K-12 public schools, and earlier this year, he ordered the state to investigate the provision of gender-affirming care as potential child abuse. They just hate trans people. I really wish there was more analysis to dig into here. Like maybe there's like a sociological explanation for it. Like I just genuinely believe that these people view like trans people as subhuman. Oh, there you go. They want to include criminalizing gender-affirming care and banning minors at drag shows. Public records obtained by the Post do not indicate why the Attorney General's office sought this information. The reason why, we can only speculate, of course, right? But based on the behavior of the GOP, I think it would be fair to say that the reason why they're soliciting this information in the first place is to intimidate the population, at the very least. I think at worst, this information could be delivered to right-wing militia groups, and that information can be, therefore, used to track down these people who had changed their gender on their driver's license or whatever records, and just give them a little visit at night. Maybe vandalize their house. Maybe come into their place of work. Who knows? There's the opportunities for hating and discriminating against this group of people is numerous, to say the least. This is another brick building toward targeting these individuals. Yeah. So yeah, this is the point here. There's a trans woman who had changed her gender on her driver's license, and she feels terrified. So this is kind of the point, because this is at the very least what you can do if you're transphobic. The least you can do is make them feel intimidated. And doing this and compiling this registry accomplishes that. There's absolutely no reason to be doing this to anybody. And it's funny that conservatives claim to be small government. But they, and by the way, they also call out the authoritarian regimes of like China and whatever, but are willing to give a pass to behavior by state officials like this. You can't really chalk it up to anything other than either ideological inconsistency and or transphobia. I mean, that's really it. I don't want a cop pulling me over and knowing I'm trans. This is why I changed my gender marker extremely quickly. That's another fair point. A lot of law enforcement is right-wing. The records obtained by the Post, which document communications among DPS employees, are entitled AG Request Sex Change Data and AG Data Request. They indicate the Paxton's office sought the records a month after the state Supreme Court ruled that Paxton and Abbott had overreached in their efforts to investigate families with transgender children for child. Yo. That is a interesting implication by the author of this article here. I hadn't considered this because I didn't really think about the fact that this happened. Wow, okay. So this is kind of like a roundabout way of like finding out who is and isn't trans, yeah. Paxton's office bypassing normal channels, DPS government relations, and general counsel's offices, and went straight to the driver license division staff in making the request, according to a state employee familiar with it, who said the staff was told that Paxton's office wanted numbers and later would want a list of names as well as the number of people who had. I mean, I don't even know what to say. This is kind of like fulfilling all the suspicions I, as well as many others, have shared regarding the intent behind the GOP. That they just want to genocide trans people. And I don't mean that hyperbolically. I really do believe that they want these people dead. The Club Q shooting, the removing suicide resources on the Department of Family and Health website in Texas, the inspecting of child genitalia at these schools to make sure that they're not participating in the wrong sports, the criminalization of gender-affirming care. These are all things that are being undertaken by conservatives to increase the likelihood of this group of people suffering from depression, anxiety, or what have you, or discrimination. Because if you're not receiving gender-affirming care, you are probably more likely to, experience depression or anxiety. And this, therefore, increases suicidal ideation. I mean, I'm not kidding. They genuinely want this group of people to be eradicated. I'm not even just saying that to be, like, hyperbolic, Like, read the room here. Now we're getting to the point where they're collecting, official legal documents of this community. DPS staff members compiled a list of 16,000 gender changes between... Okay. In emails, DPS staff members repeatedly referred to the request as coming from the attorney's office as they discussed attempting to narrow the data to include only licenses that had been altered to reflect a court-ordered change in someone's gender. So it seems like there is an attempt here to circumnavigate the ruling by judges that was ruled by the Supreme Court about them overreaching their efforts to investigate families with transgender children and going through a back door by collecting the information that would otherwise be within their purview to collect or investigate, whatever. I don't even know if this is legal. It might be. But regardless, this seems like an attempt to, again, circumnavigate the ruling that the Supreme Court ordered about Paxton and Abbott's overreach in their efforts to investigate families with transgender children for child abuse, and are trying to backdoor through collecting this information, right? Because the timing there is kind of weird. Like a month later, seriously. So they took a month to plan this out and then carried out the plan. Wow. DPS staff members did not spot checks, or did spot checks on the data, examining records that included names of specific individuals, according to records in the state employee familiar with the inquiry. Okay, so we're getting a lot more into the weeds here. I'm just reading, sorry. Okay, I think we've run its course here. All right, look. Excuse me. All right, look. I have been covering trans and LGBTQ issues this whole year, actually. And I have been interested in doing research and, being an ally to the community for a very long time. And what I will say here is that I don't know, like, I don't know what the next step here is in terms of severity. I do know, however, that the GOP, as well as other conservatives, do want trans people exiled from their communities. And the fact that they are going to the lengths they're going to, like, you know, DeSantis appointing members on the medical board to rule in his favor to ban gender-affirming care for youth or for minors, the fact that people in the state of Texas are collecting, you know, information and compiling a list of transgender people. Yeah, I don't know if, like, the next step is for the camps to be built, because, like, I don't think that's necessary for them to accomplish their goal. I think that the fear and intimidation that they're exhibiting here, you know, or that they're, you know, invoking, is going to, and especially with banning gender-affirming care, it's going to increase suicidal ideation among the community. Not for everybody, of course, but for probably more people than what's necessary, obviously. And also, you know, you can have this whole whoopsie-daisy data breach where, you know, who knows, right-wing militias get a hand, or, somehow acquire the information of all these trans people, and they could easily intimidate, or they have them by the ballsack at that point, you know? Like, they have the information, they can figure out where you live, and they can either come over and kill you, or they can intimidate you. I mean, they have, like, it's incredibly, I can't even imagine the amount of fear that I would experience if I were trans and somebody knows where, like, this information is being collected and is at the ready to be disseminated to who knows what nefarious actors are out there. And they could come over and do shit to me. Like, who knows, you know? Plus, you know, there was obviously that recent power outage in North Carolina that seemed to be right-wing oriented. And it also seemed to be directed towards the drag show that took place that day. And who knows, you know? What if they cut the power, come over, give you a visit because they know where you live, because they have your driver's license information? And yeah, there you go. It's just, and by the way, it doesn't even matter if that happens. It's the fact that it could happen that is terrifying to, I presume, many people. So, I've talked about this ad nauseum, but, like, it's pretty, I really do feel like it would be an understatement for me to say that this is, like, awful. I think that if you're in a position where you're at risk for being targeted by right-wing militias by virtue of your identity, that I would consider trying to band together with other like-minded people and move away from where you are now. I know that isn't realistic for a lot, or even maybe a majority of the people. And frankly, you shouldn't even have to move in the first place. But we're living in an unfortunate time where, you know, there is a degree of stochastic terrorism being enacted upon the trans community that I've personally never seen before. It's just like, it's like really bad. So I don't think moving would be a terrible idea to consider. I know it's not realistic for a lot of people, I get that, but I would maybe consider it, you know. Especially difficult to move when you're, if you're not financially secure, right? So, I don't know. Oh boy, yeah. I mean, it's pretty bad out here, man. I honestly thought, like, you know, Turf Island was pretty rough, and it is, but Jesus Christ, dude. United States, it's we're far more closer to, like, building the gas chambers than fucking England or whatever. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's another thing to discuss. I wonder if I can find the... Oh my god, okay. Okay. We're just going to roll right into it, are we? Actually, let me take a second to chill. Is there like a video? Oh, wait, there was something I wanted to react to. Hold on. Oh, shit, what was it? Oh, damn, what was that fucking video? Maybe I'm not thinking of it right. Okay, anyway. I hate ads so much. Damn, yeah. Alright. Get ready for this one, boys, and girls. This is wild. Why is this ad so fucking big? Is there a way to close it? Okay, I guess I had to deal with it. Alright. Pennsylvania school district tells parents to pay their lunch debt or their kids will go into foster care. Oof. The Wyoming Valley West School District in Pennsylvania sent out hundreds of letters this week telling parents who had lunch debt to pay or their children could go into foster care. The letter, which was reviewed by CNN, told parents that there have been multiple letters sent home with your child and that no payments have been made. Your child has been sent to school every day without money and without a breakfast and or lunch. It is also said failure to provide children with food could result in parents being sent to dependency court. Wow. Wowza. If you are taken to dependency court, the result may be your child being removed from your home and placed into foster care. Okay, wow, school division says it's owed more than $22,000. How much are they charging fucking lunch, dude? How many letters did they send out? Hundreds. Okay, hundreds of letters, right? Wow, okay. Oh, they said 1,000. Okay, about 1,000 letters were sent to parents in the district. Jesus. So that means on average, it's $2,200 owed by each person? Is that's pretty remarkable, actually. Oh, it says 4 accounts parents owe more than $450 each. Each. Wow. Wyoming Valley's cafeteria purchase charging and insufficient funds policy says nothing about parents potentially going into court or giving up their children. It does say that families with a student account that reaches negative $10 or more will receive an automated call every Friday until the account is paid off. Muth also said that the affiliate, the school districts, was considering serving students with delinquent accounts. That's a really weird way of describing that. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. Okay, is there anything interesting here? This is really dumb. So, here's the fix to all of this, okay? This is going to be a groundbreaking solution that I believe not a single human has ever contrived. Are you ready for it? All right. We should just make school lunches free. Yeah, I know, crazy, right? I don't know, man. But if going to school is compulsory, I feel as though the obligation for the school to pay should be their obligation, right? Also, if it's that much money and it's that difficult, like, it should absolutely be subsidized by the government. I know that after if you are below a certain income threshold that you are, I don't know if this varies between different jurisdictions, but my understanding was that if you're below a certain income threshold, that you would be provided lunch free of charge. Now, here's a hot take that is supposedly a hot take. I think that it doesn't matter what your income threshold it should be. Children should be provided lunches free regardless, because it's not their decision to. It's not like they have a choice. They have to attend school. So, that shouldn't be the parents' responsibility. Plus, parents are already subsidizing the school through property taxes. So why should they pay again to provide the lunches? Yeah, I mean, like, look, it's pretty fucking stupid, and also it's pretty distasteful to vaguely threaten the parents that they could lose their child if they don't, pay up. It's kind of like a mafia member, right? It's kind of like when debt collectors are on the phone and they like harass their, the people who have outstanding bills. It's kind of like that a little bit. It's clearly threatening that you're going to lose your child over this. But again, like, think about how fucking broken of a system we live in. That you're at the risk of losing your child because of lunch, stupid shit like lunch debt. It's deplorable, actually. I mean, like, think about how wasteful this is. Like, how much money it takes to care for children in a foster home, at least from a medical perspective, right? Because like, I think you have to have insurance provided to these children or something, but that would increase the premiums for these foster homes to provide the children. I could be totally wrong on that, but regardless, it probably costs more money to maintain children in foster care than it does to make lunch free. Like, is that crazy? Also, it's not even considering the fact that children who go through foster care are significantly more likely to engage in delinquent behavior. And that ends up costing the state and society far more than it does if you just gave them a square pizza, Like, think about that for a second, Like downstream, this has far more expensive consequences than if you were just simply to provide the lunches free of charge anyway. Yeah, man, I mean, we can run this down in multiple different ways, The mental health services that are more likely going to be needed to be accommodated to these children by being torn away from their parents. Also, the delinquency factor plays a big role in it. That's going to cost the state a lot more money in housing, delinquents and criminals long term. I mean, it's just like in every element here, it's just bonkers. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just more of like a little snippet of why capitalism is a dysfunctional at times economic mode. But man, I don't know. It's that's pretty fucked up. Oh shit. It's like we live in quite the world, don't we? My dog is whining. Why are you whining? What's wrong? You're giving me your paw? He's giving me his paw. He misses his brother. I have another dog who's right now getting groomed. And that's kind of like, I don't know if he misses him or not. He doesn't usually whine like this. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna take a quick break here. See what my dog needs, and then I'll be back. Just hold tight for a sec. All right. I am back. It's a little bit darker. Okay. I don't know if there's anything else major to talk about. Yeah. Okay. Well, we can play some video games or something like that. Yeah, let me see. You know, I was interested in going back into speed running, and I did want to try speed running Halo Reach. Oh, I'm gonna have to change the title actually. Hold on. Let's see. I got it. Why is that? Okay, let's see. Yeah, go. Okay, YouTube. And studio. Let's change this real quick. All right. I don't even know what category to put this as, honestly. Well, I guess gaming, since it's now about to be gaming. All right. Cool beans. Let's turn this shit on. Oh, dude, yeah. All right. No, no, no. Not that. This. Yes. It's been a fat minute since I played Halo Reach. Oh yeah, I got a cool mouse. I'll show you in a second. Alright, yeah. Oh, wait, it's hard to see. And it's blurry, or maybe like 24 frames a second there. Anyway, you see it. So, alright. Gaming. Okay. I understand you can see. Shit. Hold on. Okay. Let's see now. No. Yeah, Halo usually takes like a second to work. There we go. Okay. And there's another thing. I would like to see. I'm gonna have to like get a template here. Halo Reach is like everybody's favorite game to play. Okay, first things first. Let's leave it off, actually. Alright, whatever. You guys can still see, right? Got it. Oh! Alright, let's try it out. I'm gonna have to get a feel for the controls. So that's gonna take a minute.
Listen up, noble team. We're looking at a down. Shoot down attempts are likely, so keep your distance.
Yes, sir.
Let's stay focused. Watch your sectors.
Does it look washed to you guys? Does look a little washed.
Let's check it out.
So, what are the controls here? Halo Rage. Crouch is left. I don't like crouch being that. What's shift? Use armor ability. Okay. Alright, melee's This, by the way, this is a difficult game to speedrun. I will admit. I was watching it earlier. No, nothing like that. It's gonna be a challenge.
Let's go, 6. All right, nope.
Oh, I can do picture-picture, so that way you guys can watch it too. Actually, no, that won't work because I have to replay it. Damn it. That's fine. That is difficult, dude. So what I'm trying to do is get up there, but That's hard.
Listen up, noble team. We're looking at a down relay.
There is a level that I can do well, speedrun wise, but
Shoot down attempts are likely, so keep your distance.
Yes, sir.
Let's stay focused. Watch your sectors.
Communications outpost.
oh.
Could be. Let's check it out. Put it down on the bluff.
Oh yeah, and how do you? One sec. How do you change your? Mouse 4? I don't know what that is. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, yep. Got it.
June, I want your eyes in the sky.
The goal is not to do it fast, it's to get the technique down.
Let's go, 6. All right.
Ow.
It's coming from just south of you, Commander. We're close. Roger that. Eyes peeled. Instructor point B4. Looks clear from this angle.
See, it's hard getting up there. I could be doing something wrong though.
Make out any ID?
But it's military.
So where are the troopers?
It's coming from just south of you, Commander. We're close. Roger that. Eyes peeled. Instructor point B4. Looks clear from this angle.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that there's a, what do you call it?
Eyes peeled.
A little.
Instructor point B4. Looks clear from this angle.
Alright, so we were successful in getting up there. I think there's like a little ledge thingy. Like right there. And of course there is a fucking checkpoint there. I might have to restart. This new mouse could be good because I got it's 8,000 DPI. So
Shoot down
it could be
attempts are
better
likely,
with
so keep your
speed
distance.
running, we'll see.
Yes, sir.
Let's stay focused. Watch your sector.
Oh yeah, I don't know if where I'm at on the screen is like. I am looking around. Thank you. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't know if my where I'm at on the screen.
Let's check
is
it
gonna
out.
be.
Put it down on the
I don't think it
bluff.
should be.
June, I want your eyes in the sky. Let's go, 6. All right.
Howie.
It's coming from just south of you, Commander. We're close. Roger that. Eyes peeled.
I need to have just enough boost to do that.
It's coming from just south of you, Commander. We're close. Roger that.
Alright, that was good.
Eyes peeled. Instructor point B4. Looks clear from this angle.
See, I keep slipping off there. I think there's like a little ledge on the. I need to focus more on the left-hand side there.
It's coming from just south of you, Commander. We're close. Roger that. Eyes peeled. Instructor point B4. It's coming from just south of you, Commander. We're close. Roger that. Eyes peeled.
also, it's worth noting that I am not used to keyboard mouse, so you're gonna have to bear with me on that. Let's start out. You know what we should do? Actually, we should start off by making sure we hit the first couple jumps.
Listen
there
up,
at
Noble.
the beginning, because that will be important, right?
Shoot down attempts are likely, so keep your distance.
Yes, sir.
Let's stay focused. Watch your sectors.
There's the communications outpost.
Yeah,
Could be
so the
missing
first order of
troopers.
business,
Let's check it out.
very first thing, I have to hit those bunny hops. Now, I'm not going to beat this whole level or spend the whole stream working on the level. The only thing I want to do with this level is hit those bunny hops and hit the phantom walking. Or whatever they call that shit.
Let's go, 6. All right.
Make sure I don't get any, whatever, any fall damage at that point. Alright, so that was okay. Sparse that sprint there. Okay, I'm up here. Now, what is the next step here? Okay, so what he does here is hugs the left-ish side of this wall while looking up. And okay, I think I have it. If I could save a checkpoint here, that'd be great.
Make out any ID?
Well, that's nice. We're getting it step by step though, so I'm not terribly concerned. See, like, I don't know if, I think I gotta go more to the right, actually. Because I'm moving further to the left. Yeah, and I did it again. Yeah, I did it. Man, that is, overestimating. Bunny hops could be better, though. The problem with going a little bit too more to the right, you have to hit it perfectly, because, like, too far to the right, you have to climb a lot. No, I do not want to restart. I don't know how I ran out of sprint. I thought I had full beam there. Oh, I had a checkpoint there. I guess that's... My primary concern is just getting up here. There's a little hump there that I think I can that I can bounce off of, you know? Damn, that is hard though. And I don't know if it becomes unusable if I don't get here in time. I don't have enough time. Almost got it. Okay, so what I was being dumb the whole time. I think so I'm not going high enough there.
So where are the troopers?
Why are we not seeing explosives residue? Number 3, can you confirm any EX residue in the area?
Negative, sir.
See, what I'm trying to do here is skip this beginning part. How does he do it? Goes up. He kind of hugs the wall. Up. So, up. I'm just looking at it, see how he does it here. Yeah, he goes up the wall. Alright, I think I might have it.
Military.
So where are the troopers?
Why are we not seeing explosives residue? Number 3, can you confirm any EX residue in the area?
Negative, sir.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm really surprised I got that. That's kind of inconsistent, though. There's like a little like area where you can like levitate. So now that we got that first trick down, he goes through the crack there. Let's see where he goes. Goes down to the right a little bit, then jumps a little early to hop onto a larger rock. Then he jumps off that to go on another rock. He's hopping along the side until he gets up to there. I wish I had there was like checkpoints here.
Alright, no, looks like there's nothing here. Let's move on.
Noble leader, I'm seeing heat sinks in the structure ahead.
Can I redo that? Oh man. Well, I guess this would be good practice to do that, right? Okay, so but that's kind of like that's like what you have to do, right? I'm pretty shocked I got that though.
Make out any ID?
So where are the troopers?
Why are we not seeing explosives residue? Number 3, can you confirm any EX residue in the area?
Negative, sir. Can't be. Not on reach.
There's a lot of blood on the ground.
They're doing a lot of talking here. I'm glad that they're like.
Circle west and check it out. Noble team, you have permission to engage, but be selective.
There we go.
Need to telegraph
Ah! No, I didn't break the boundary there. I'm trying to figure out like where that boundary is.
You have permission to engage, but be selective. We don't need to telegraph our presence.
You know, like, where is that boundary? I don't understand. There we go. Okay, I go a little bit. You gotta hug that wall really tight.
Circle west and check it out. Noble team, you have permission to engage. But
Okay.
be selective. We don't need to telegraph our presence.
Okay, there we go. And then.
You don't believe it. I'm seeing heat
Oh, that's
sinks in the
difficult,
structure ahead.
man. Yeah, I can't like miss that.
Circle west and check it out. Noble team, you
I
have
gotta go a
permission
little
to
more to the
engage.
right, I think.
Be selective. We don't need to telegraph our presence.
Alright, hold on. Wait, damn it.
Circle west and check it out. Noble team, you have permission to engage. But be selective. We don't need to telegraph our presence.
The fact that people can do this in like one shot is pretty remarkable. I kind of felt it there, but I couldn't quite grab the knockdown.
Circle west and check it out. Noble team, you have permission to engage. But be selective. We don't need to telegraph our presence.
Anyway, how you guys doing? I don't see anyone in chat, so I am suffering alone. It's a lot of this will be trial and error, so you'll probably have to see repeats here. But this is to document a one-man's journey towards world record pace, as they say. I don't even have to get the world record, I just want to get a good time. And that's kind of the attitude I have with all speedrunning. Damn, it is a... You have not a lot of room for error there. I don't know what I did differently before. I think I gotta go more to the right. Yeah, I gotta go more to the right and get a little higher. Alright, let's try like... Ugh. I could feel it too, you know? Whoa! Why are we restarting? Did I hit that on accident?
Shoot down attempts are likely.
That was
so keep your
that was a
distance.
great checkpoint.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
whatever.
Let's stay focused. Watch your sectors.
Clear the communications outpost.
Could be the missing
Oh, boy.
troopers. Let's
Well,
check it out.
I mean, I thought it was doing it. It's good practice again.
Put it down on the bluff.
My goal is to consistently hit that, at least, you know? We'll see. Also, I gotta get used to the controls. I'm gonna have to play this quite a bit to, like, get used to it.
Let's go, 6. All right.
Oh man, those bunny hops. Good checkpoint. I keep forgetting that I don't need to stagger the sprint there. I keep hitting on accidents. I don't think it's registering. Alright, up here. Wait, did I fall off? Nope. Yes. No, I did. Okay.
Roger that. Eyes peeled. Structure point 34. Looks clear. Roger that. Eyes peeled. Structure point 34. Looks clear.
Okay, I think I got that down. I think I need a time to sprint right when my character model hits the wall there. Wow, I just go flying, dude. Interesting. Come on. Oh, damn, I got up. Okay. Alright, so we got a desync here. That wasn't gonna do it. I don't know how I did before. And yeah. Oh, damn, did I hit restart? I don't know why I keep doing that. My bad.
Shoot down attempts are likely.
Yeah, I was able to
keep
get
your
before.
distance.
Yes, sir.
Multiple times.
Let's stay focused. Watch your sectors.
Hitting that desync constantly is not easy. We'll see what happens though.
Could be the missing troopers. Let's check it out. Put us down on the bluff.
Well, the good news is that the bunny hopping is getting a little better. I guess that has carried over a little bit.
You do not want your eyes in the sky. Let's go, 6. All right.
Oop. My bad. See, I'm getting a little better at hitting that sprint there. You know? Hitting the getting up the wall. That is. I didn't make it that time, but like, I'm getting closer than I normally get. Okay, so we have to desync with the game here. So that means I have to go a little bit more to the right. And that is quite a challenge. And you can feel it too. I can feel when. Yeah, there we go. Ah. Yeah, so like you can kind of feel it when you do it. You know, you can feel the game like, or you're desync. But this is nonetheless good practice to consistently have to redo the wall jumping route. The bunny hopping is like okay, but I'm more concerned with hitting this shit consistently because it's more difficult. This especially.
So where are the troopers?
It's like an invisible thing there.
Negative, said.
It is definitely a fine needle to thread.
Not on reach.
You have to just get up high enough. I wonder if crouching could help, actually. I have to try that again. It doesn't look like it is. Alright, well, it's a good checkpoint at least, if nothing else, right? See, I felt a little closer at that point, you know? There we go, there we go. Ah! Okay, so I think what I have to do there is, instead of hitting W, is to then alternate to WA instead of WD, because I have to hit WD to get, or just W, you know? So I need to hit WA, I think, to hug the wall, because the boundary, if you go a little bit too far to the right, you'll clip out of it. So I need to hug the wall more. And I'm reverting because I don't want to, because of the sprints. You know, I don't have to wait for it. Okay. Ooh, okay. Hitting it a little better there. There we go. Yeah, I'm hitting the beginning part there. I have to somehow stay within the boundary. Okay. Yeah, why? Man, I keep clipping out of it. Yeah. Didn't get high enough there. Still not high enough. Yeah, I gotta clear that a little quicker. I think I'm really surprised I'm like hitting it at all, honestly, because I thought this would be a little more challenging. But that's alright. What? I don't know if you hit
Listen up, noble team.
Enough
We're looking
time.
at it
Am
down.
I really? Hold on.
Shoot down attempts are likely, so keep your distance.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Let's
I just looked
stay
at the
focused.
replay because I don't have my
Watch your sector.
I don't think I hit restart there. That's odd. I think if you hit revert checkpoint enough times, it's gonna like, you know, not it'll assume you're stuck or something.
Could be the missing troopers. Let's check it out.
But I'm getting more acclimated to the controls here, so that's good.
Let's go, 6. All right.
I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, that is a nasty checkpoint. Alright. Should I just wait for the checkpoint? I may as well.
So where are the troopers?
Why are we not seeing explosives residue? Noble 3, can you confirm any EX residue in the area?
Negative, sir.
Plasma, maybe.
Can't be. Not on reach.
There's a lot of blood on the ground. All right, Noble, looks like there's nothing here. Let's move on.
Okay, so we got the checkpoint there. Let me go back to the... Let me go back to here, just see how they do it. They do it so easily, man. Up. And immediately moving the cursor to the right wall. And probably Wing, holding W. Yeah, that might be it. So he kind of like... I'm measuring where to hit, where pixel-wise I should go by where the crosshairs are. So it goes up the wall, Then up the right side of the vein, the dark vein that we see. Okay, you kind of have to hurdle it quickly. So, okay. I think I might have it.
Smoke at the next structure, boss. Circle west and check it out. Noble team, you have permission to engage. But be selective. We don't need to telegraph our presence.
Okay, I think I might have it. The code is cracked.
Next structure, boss. Circle west and check it out. Noble team, you have permission to engage. But be selective. Smoke at the next structure, boss.
Nope, jump too early.
Smoke at the next structure.
Wasn't high enough, I don't think. There's definitely a little like invisible barrier there.
Smoke at the next structure. Smoke at the next structure, boss. Circle west and check it out. Noble team, you have permission.
I don't know, man.
Smoke at the next structure, boss. Circle west and check it out. Noble team, you have permission to engage.
I can't.
Be selective. We don't need to telegraph our presence.
Yeah, see, like there's an invisible barrier preventing me from going over here. You have to clip through it to get to that part where you can do the skip. You know?
Smoke at the next structure, boss. Circle west and check it out. Noble team.
And yeah, it's gonna take a while to do consistently. I just want to be able to do it. Hopefully, I can get to the point where I can do it once every like 4 times. You know, it's kind of low, but at least that. If I really need to, I can wait for the checkpoint, like I am usually.
Be selective. We don't need to telegraph our presence.
I don't know.
Smoke at the next structure, boss. Circle west and check it out.
How? Why do I clip out of it? I do not understand.
Smoke at the next structure, boss. Smoke at the next structure, boss. Circle west and check it out. Noble team, you have permission to engage.
I'm like, I don't even know.
Smoke at the next structure, boss. Smoke at the next structure, boss. Smoke at the next structure, boss.
Boy.
Smoke at the next structure, boss. Circle west and check it out. Noble team.
Okay, what am I doing wrong here?
Selective. We don't need to telegraph our presence.
I just don't understand. Because the times where I do hit it, it like, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Smoke at the next structure, boss. Smoke at the next structure, boss. Circle west and check it out. Noble team, you have permission to.
I don't know if it's the angle I'm taking or something else.
Smoke at the next structure.
Oh man, where is that? I think it's like right there.
Circle west and check it out. Noble team.
Maybe a little lower, but yeah, I gotta clear that needle.
Smoke at the next structure. Smoke at the next structure, boss. Circle west and check it out. Nope. Smoke at the next structure, boss.
What am I doing wrong?
Check it out. Noble team, yeah.
It can. There's no way it should be this difficult, right?
Smoke at the next structure, boss.
I mean, like, what the fuck? Okay. Let me double check the tape. Let's look at the tape, guys. Alright, up the wall. He does it so fast, too. Then up the vein there. And then... how's the movement work? Like, pixel by pixel looking at the movement here. Up the wall at a sprint, then the sprint stops at its peak, and then he turns the crosshair to the right immediately. And continues to hug the wall there. It's made to look so easy on this. I don't know. This is mind-boggling. I think I'm going too far to the right, actually. Maybe I'll start hitting D as well as A. I don't know if I'm not getting high enough. I don't know if I'm not going further to the right. I am perplexed. This certainly isn't like the yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just like out of like ways to describe this. I don't think I'm getting high enough. I think that's part of it. This has to be part of it, right? But how do I get... I don't even know if there's a way to get higher than that.
Circle west and check it out. Elbow team, you have permission to engage.
Hold on. Okay, gotta look at the table one more time here. So up. Now where is the... when does he move to that crack? He hits it earlier than I think I'm hitting it. He hits the crack a little early, so I'll try that too, I guess. That might be it. I think maybe I was going too high. That might be it. I don't know. And that's probably why I kept falling too. Maybe? No. Hold on. I am going a little far to the right there. I think that's part of it. No. Hold on. I thought that would work. That dialogue is like gonna haunt my dreams. Oh, if I speedrun this, I'm like first try. I am absolutely waiting for that checkpoint. Even if it costs me some time, I have to until I do this consistently. The good thing is that human beings can master anything with enough practice. And I certainly can do the same. Oh, there we go. But I clipped out. I hit the clip there. There we go. Okay, so I'm starting to get a better feel here about where the clip happens. Oh, man, that is fucking... what a threading the needle situation that is. I'm hitting it from too low. I have to hit at the right angle. That one was a little better. That one was too high. Nope, too early. Alright, that was just bad. Oh my god. Come on. But I don't know how to... I don't know how to stay, like, in that no-clip area, you know? I think I have to maybe not hug the wall as much, because in the video, he ends up not hugging it as much. Damn. I almost feel like listening to a video while we do this now. Oh! Damn it. Now I can't even get... Now I can't get out of that no-clip. Or I can't stay in the no-clip area. See, I was a little closer at that point. I think I'm getting a little better at, like, figuring out... Ah, man, where it's at. I think I go further right, maybe. No, I don't know, man. I don't know. I will not be deterred. I will do this. And I will succeed at some point. Damn, this is... But I will admit, though, this is fucking difficult. It may not be... This, honest, I'm not kidding. This might be... as difficult as sword flying. In Halo 2. 100%. It took me a little bit to be able to sword fly in Halo 2, but, like, I eventually was able to start doing it and doing it consistently, right? And you just get like a feel for like the, you know, it's a frame perfect trick. But this is, I think it's like similar. It's just the dynamic here is like with this, you have to hit the right pixel to get the no clip to work. And that's the issue, right? I don't know, man. I think I have to... Okay, I have to keep the crosshair a little bit higher than that. I don't know why the no-clip isn't working. Nope. Restart. I really tried to get that time. I don't know. I don't know. I am at a loss. I don't think I was high enough at that point. I will say that this is like the perfect checkpoint to practice, though. Man. I know that this might not be entertaining, but, you know, like, that's why I was thinking of maybe listening to a vid as we do this. I gotta keep... Why do I keep aiming downwards? That's bizarre. Let's see. Damn. I might actually... I don't want to dwell too much on this. But being able to hit this trick is kind of integral to the rest of the level. It's a huge part, right? Whoopsie. I can't even like get up to that no clip area anymore. There we go. And I oh my god, I don't understand. I don't. Please help me understand. Uh-oh. 1 second. Whoopsie. Alright. I'll be right back. Hold on. Yeah, we gotta try that out. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah, this is my new mouse, by the way.
Yeah.
It's cool. RGB stuff, you know? Alright, where was I here? Oh yeah, I was failing at this. Okay. Hold on. Let us look. Oh, I got another subscriber. Cool.
Smoke at the next structure, boss.
I don't know how much longer I'm going to deal with this because this is more an off-stream thing. I am proud of myself for being able to do this, though, at some point. Oh. That's fine. That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, I'll do that later. We can practice Oni, though. It has been a fat minute, though, since I've done this one.
Cat 6.
Okay, that's definitely something wrong here. It looks washed out. Why does it look washed out? I guess I'll deal with it, it's fine.
Back the attack on sword base. Find out what we're dealing with.
Spartans, hostiles north. We've got enemy contact, Spartans.
Affirmative, we're going to shoot. Over.
I'm gonna restart. I gotta get back into the movement of the level.
Cat 6. Push back the attack on sword base. Find out what we're dealing with.
That was unlucky. I need to get a plasma.
Cat 6. Push back the attack on sword base. Find out what we're dealing with.
Spartans, hostiles north.
You've got to be kidding me. Ah, boy. Okay.
Cat 6. Push back.
I don't know what my PB is, actually.
Cat 6. Push back the attack on sword base. Find out what we're dealing with.
Spartans, hostiles north.
Telemetry received. On standby.
You've got enemy contact, Spartans.
Flash.
No fuck. Alright, that's fine.
Limited, but we'll prioritize whatever you need, ma'am. Head to the main gate to the east. I'll brief you as you go.
3 Echo 5-7, headed back to base. We got enemy tankers on our 6. I'm counting.
Oh yeah, I was gonna remove because I didn't want
The
to
old Farragut station has its own comms array. That should bring us back online with command. Airview Base has an anti-air battery that will help clear the skies.
Okay, generate. Been running. Find that. Inbound. Can't see it.
Okay.
Cat 6, push back the attack on Sword Base. Find out what we're dealing with.
Spartans, hostiles north.
Fire perfect.
Contact, Spartans. Limited, but we'll prioritize whatever you need, ma'am. Head to the main gate.
Well, great start, but that was ruined.
Cat 6, push back the attack on Sword Base. Find out what we're dealing with.
Spartans, hostiles north.
Acknowledged. Shoot is a go.
You've got enemy contact, Spartans.
Round complete. Over.
Cat 6, push back the attack on Sword Base. Find out what we're dealing with.
Spartans, hostiles north.
Cat 6, push back the attack on Sword Base. Find out what we're dealing with.
Wow.
Cat 6, push back the attack on Sword Base. Find out what we're dealing with.
Spartans, hostiles north.
Fire for effect.
We've got enemy contact, Spartans.
Stand by.
Limited, but we'll prioritize whatever you need, ma'am.
Yeah, you can't afford to miss that.
Cat.
Oh shit. Okay.
Cat 6, push back the attack on Sword Base. Find out what we're dealing with.
Spartans, hostiles north. We've got enemy contact, Spartan.
Telemetry received on standby. Standby for info telemetry.
Limited, but we'll prioritize whatever you need, ma'am.
3 Echo 5-7, headed back to base. We've got enemy tangles on our 6. How copy?
Oh my god.
Cat 6, push back the attack on Sword Base. Find out what we're dealing with.
Spartans, hostiles north.
Affirmative. Go on the shoot. Over. Mission ready. Call for fire.
Okay, I think I need to clear out a little bit just to go.
Cat 6, push back the attack on Sword Base. Find out what we're dealing with.
Spartans, hostiles north. We've got enemy contact, Spartans.
Acknowledged. Shoot as a go. Out. Standing by for a jumped formation.
Limited, but we'll prioritize whatever you need, ma'am. Head for the main gate to the east.
Well, okay. Can't even do those basic things.
Cat 6, push back the attack on Sword Base. Find out what we're dealing with.
Spartans, hostiles north.
Super!
Spartans. Limited, but we'll prioritize whatever you need, ma'am. Head for the main gate to the east. I'll brief you as you go.
3 Echo 57, headed back to base. We got enemy tankers on our 6. I'm copying. Not an alien!
Okay.
Cat 6, push. Cat 6, push back the attack on Sword Base. Find out what we're dealing with.
Affirmative.
We've got enemy contact, Spartans.
Round complete.
Why can't this ever work?
Cat 6. Cat 6, push back the attack on Sword Base. Find out what we're dealing with.
Telemetry received on standby.
Limited, but we'll prioritize whatever you need, ma'am.
Standby for FO telemetry.
Head for the main gate to the...
Okay.
Limited, but we'll prioritize. Limited, but we'll prioritize whatever you need, ma'am.
Cat 6.
Oh my god, I don't know how many times I'm gonna do this.
Cat 6, push back the attack on Sword Base. Find out what we're dealing with.
That is the worst spawn ever. Holy shit.
Cat 6, push back the attack on
Not a
Sword
single
Base.
one of those
Find out
fucking
what we're
runs
dealing
had a
with.
plasma.
Enemy contact, Spartans.
Let's do this.
Limited, but we'll prioritize whatever you need, ma'am.
3 Echo 57, headed back to base. We got enemy tankers on our 6. I'm copying.
Head for the main gate to the east. I'll brief you as you go.
Over here!
Farragut Station has its own comms array. That should bring us back online with command. Airview Base has an anti-air battery that will clear the skies.
Array should be up high. Report. Escort. I'm under fire.
Jack, 6. Get here quick. We'll meet you inside.
Always, oh my god, I'm always getting out.
Good work, Spartans. Return to Sword Base. The rest of your team is inbound, imminent.
We're stalled at the tower airfield. Cat, where are you?
Head upstairs and assist Emil. George, make sure he gets there.
Corvette's hitting this base hard.
Welcome to the Office of Naval Intelligence. And all personnel will be...
Corvette's hitting this base hard.
Welcome to the Office of Naval Intelligence. And all representatives will be...
upstairs and assist the meal. George, make sure he gets it.
Corvette's gonna rip this base apart. What's the situation, Noble?
Okay, I think I'm done. Yeah.